When I was a kid, my dad used to take me to this big park, and the park was surrounded by woodland, lovely woodland, and we used to go for walks there when I was young. And it was also a park that my dad used to play when he was a kid as well, and explore and what have you. So it's kind of a sentimental story. I'm going to be a little journey, a little sentimental journey that we're going to be going down today. My daddy was amazing at naming trees. He knew all the trees. I'd walk around the park with him and up into the woodland area, and I'd ask him about the different kinds of trees, and he'd say, oh yeah, that's an elder, that's an ash, that's a, you know, birch, everything. He knew all the names of the trees, and that fascinated me. I was really amazed at that he knew so much about the trees. And there was one tree in particular that we used to go to, a big massive horse chestnut tree, a conker tree. We used to throw sticks up there. Well, used to get me to throw the sticks up there. Obviously, it was me that wanted the conkers. So I'd be throwing the sticks up at this conker tree, trying to knock down the biggest conkers I could find, and then take them home all happy. And ever since I've been interested in bonsai, I've always fancied having a conker tree as a bonsai. I'd like to say over the last few years, in my head I keep saying to myself, I need to go and get some conkers, I need to go and get some conkers. And autumn passes and then I forgot about it, because I've been wanting to grow a tree, a conker tree, in a pot, obviously, as a bonsai, maybe about 3 feet, something like that. So I went on eBay and I found that someone was selling conkers on eBay. They're talking about harvesting the conkers, so they should be fresh. I thought, oh, so for about £6, I ordered 50 conkers for this person on eBay, and about a week or so later, they arrived, and I'm going to play this video. So I heard in order for conkers to, you know that a conker is going to grow or not, you do this test where you put them in water, and if they sink, they're okay, and if they float, then they probably won't germinate. And I actually asked Google about this, you know, Google AI's bot thing, Gemini it's called, if this is a myth or not. And it is a bit of a myth, to be honest with you, because certain seeds have got air pockets in them that make them float anyway, or some that might have dried out a little bit will float initially and then eventually sink. So it is a wee bit of a myth. But I'd love to hear what you think about all this. Do you do these for seeds? So this is nothing, I've never done this before. But anyway, every single one of them sunk, as you can see. So I was really happy with that, so I took them all out and put them in a wee pot. So that's all 50 of them there. They look smashing. Did you ever play with conkers when you were younger? So, here's me getting some tools ready. What I'd done was I'd went to a little garden centre and got some trays and some compost and a bag of grit. Actually pea gravel it was pea gravel, and the idea was I was going to fill these trays with multi-purpose compost and put all the little conkers in to seed them. So that's the trays there, but they had no drainage holes in them. So I got a drill with a 10mm wood drill bit there, and I just wanted to blast some holes in them. I did cut one hole there using that other tool, but it was so noisy and it took a wee bit longer. I thought a drill would just be a lot faster. And when I say blasted holes, the plastic was quite flimsy. It was just like burst of plastic. Really quite easy, just like that. See, it was just cheap plastics, pots, but that's all you need really, isn't it? See, the plastic was just breaking. But it wasn't that bad that it was smashing the whole pot, so I just carried on. And I wondered if I should just keep drilling them or use the other tool, which was noisier, but because that was done in the evening, I didn't want to do it with the other tool, so the drill was quicker, faster, but a bit more brutal. See if the holes weren't that great. That was a bit of an experiment really in the best way to do them, and I found that popping them from the inside out seemed to work better. I got 5 of the little trays with the idea that I'd put 10 of these conkers in each of the trays. So with all the trays done, I started opening the bag of this 10mm pea gravel and started putting the gravel into the bottom of the trays for some drainage and to help weigh it down, because I didn't know where I was going to set them at the time. Didn't know if I was going to put them in the outside or put them in the greenhouse or what. So I thought, I'm not wanting them blowing about, so as well as a little bit of weight to the bottom of it, we've got a little bit of drainage as well. So that's the last. I've done that for all of them. Put the gravel in all of them. And I've just filled them all with this multi-purpose compost. I didn't think I needed any special soil mix or anything like that. You just want to germinate these conkers, so that's all I wanted to do, was just germinate them. So I just put multi-purpose compost in, nothing special. And I actually got 50 conkers. I asked for, they sold 50 and I actually received 50, and each one of them felt fantastic, you know, it felt like it was a nice healthy conker. Healthy, fresh conker. So I kind of laid them out in a sort of alternate pattern, the best I could anyway, and then I just covered them some more multi-purpose compost. I would say that that one bag of compost didn't quite do all 5 trays, to be honest with you. The 5th tray was a little bit of multi-purpose compost at the bottom, and then I ended up having to use what I had lying about, and the bag that I had lying about was topsoil. So there's 4 there with multi-purpose compost and 1 for mostly topsoil. So that's I'm just getting the water in. Actually, at night, what I did is I left them there overnight, but foxes or cats or something started digging into them, so I had to move them into the greenhouse. So as I watered them, they kind of compressed a bit, and I noticed that some of the conkers were starting to become exposed. So as you can see, well, let's go and take a wee trip to my greenhouse and I'll show you them now. So you'll have to excuse the mess here. It's a bit of a dumping ground at the minute. So down here you'll see a big tub of coconut coir that I'm dissolving, I suppose you could say, crumbling. Just big. It was a big block of coconut coir, and I just added water to it, lots and lots of water, and it just all crumbles. So what I done was I took these trays and I topped them up with coconut coir and gave them a wee wet, because I felt that it just needed a bit more on top. There's obviously nothing growing at the minute. This one was the one with the topsoil, and the other ones are the multi-purpose compost. So that's the there's nothing to see here, folks. But I say there's nothing to see here at the minute. It's just these tubs with all the 50 conkers in them. 5 tubs, 10 conkers each, and hopefully they'll grow and into little seedlings. And then what I plan to do once they start sprouting is I'll put this in another video. Hopefully they'll start growing. I'm fingers crossed. But what am I going to do with 50 conkers? What am I going to do with 50 conker trees? I don't know. But 1 second. What I bought was these. So what I bought was these little bags here, and I've been using one, and it's maybe about 1.5 to 2 litres. So once these things start sprouting, I'm going to put them in these little bags with the soil, compost, and let them grow. And they kind of sit like that. They sort of flatten out at the bottom, and they'll sit like little grow bags with perforations at the bottom there. So that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put them into all these and then come up with some kind of plan. What I'm going to do with 50 conker trees, I know I'm going to keep at least 1 or 2, but yeah, I've got quite a lot. And fingers crossed that they'll all come to fruition, germinate and start little growing, and it'll be so much fun try to figure out what to do with them. Right, so this is it. Thanks for watching this video, much appreciated, and please give it a wee thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.